Hello everybody. Our today's class is about poetry, The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman from class 11th Hornbill book. So before we read the poem, I would like to introduce the central idea of the poem. The poem The Voice of the Rain is by Walt Whitman. It signifies the eternal role of the rain that rain plays in nurturing and quenching, then purifying the various elements of the earth. So the origin of the rain is earth, ocean, all water bodies. So it raises from that, it takes birth from its origin place and it goes up and again it comes back to the earth. When it again comes back to the earth, it germinates the hidden seeds, it quenches the thirsts of the soil, and it keeps on working on the earth. So the rain itself is explaining to the reader about its origin, work, and the cyclic movement. Okay, so a comparison has been drawn between the rain and the music, as both of them make the world more lively. So in this poem, the poet has spoken about the importance of rain as well as the music. So music soothes our mind, it gives us pleasure, it gives us joy, and it where in the same way rain also gives us joy, it gives life. So this is how the poet has drawn comparison between the two things. Let us begin. And who art thou, said I, to the soft falling shower, which strange to tell gave me an answer as here translated. So in the poem begins with the poet asking for the identity of the soft falling rain shower. Okay, so the poet Walt Whitman asks to the rain shower that who are you? So it was very strange for him to get the answer from the rain. So the answer has been translated here by the poet in these upcoming lines. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. So rain answered, rain replied that it was the poem of the earth. So poem of this earth, here it is a metaphor. Okay, so here earth has been rain has been called the poem of the earth. So it is a metaphor. Please write there. So eternal I rise, impalpable, above, out of the land and the bottomless sea. So here the rain in its own voice tells to the poet that it is a poem of its earth, of this earth, and rain is trying to say that as a music or a poetry gives pleasure to human beings, the rain gives happiness to Mother Earth. So okay, so poem means the music. Poem gives pleasure to human beings. In the same way, earth also gives pleasure to the human beings and to the Mother Earth. So eternal I rise. So here the rain is an eternal process. Okay, eternal means everlasting. Okay, and eternal I rise, impalpable, out of the land. So it rises from the land, which cannot be seen. Okay, so impalpable means unable to be felt by touching. We cannot touch it, we cannot feel it. So unnoticingly it takes birth from the land and the bottomless sea, and from the bottomless sea it takes birth. Okay, so there it takes an indistinct shape in the form of the clouds. So, continue. Upward to heaven went vaguely formed, altogether changed and yet the same. So upward to heaven, from the bottomless sea it rises upward towards the heaven, whence vaguely formed. Okay, whence means from where? From the bottomless sea, from the earth, this rain is vaguely formed. Vaguely means unclearly formed. We cannot see it. Altogether change and yet the same. So the rain changes its form. So it is in the form of a water vapor when it rises towards the heaven. But still it is same. Still it is going to come down in the form of waters. So it keeps on changing its forms. I descend to leave the droughts, atomies, dust layer of the globe. Descend means I fall. So the rain says that it falls from the sky. To leave the droughts means to wash the droughts, to wash away the droughts. Drought means dry spells, you can say. Droughts and dusty layer that envelops the earth, that covers the earth. Okay, so globe means earth, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. And without rain, under the dusty layer, under the soil, okay, the things are only layers. There are seeds, there are hidden seeds which are latent. Latent means which are dormant, which are inactive, which are unborn. But when the rain falls on them, these seeds, they germinate, they take birth, they get life. Okay, so the showers remove the dust particles and make the earth clean and green. And rain also help in the germination of seeds, okay, which are lying dormant. Dormant means inactive due to the dry spell. Forever by day and night I give back life to my own origin. So the raindrops pour down and wash the dust. Okay, so the rain is involved in a continuous process. Again it takes birth, day and night it's falls down, again give back life to my own origin. From water vapors they form cloud, from clouds again it showers down, and when it again comes down it goes to its origin, that is to the bottom of the sea, and makes pure and beautify it. So when it comes to its origin, it makes its earth more beautiful and makes it more purified. For song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment wandering. So in this line, these lines are not the dialogues of the rain, therefore they are put in the bracket. So, reckoned or unreckoned duly with love returns. So these lines here, the poet has compared the rain with the song. So according to the poet, rain is like a song which goes out from the singer's mouth or tongue, then it goes to everyone's ears, whether you hear it or not, whether you notice it or not. But after fulfilling its duty, after giving pleasure to everyone, it comes back to the music ears. Okay, in the same way, the rain, after fulfilling its duty, after cleaning the surroundings, after watering and quenching the thirst of the elements on the earth, it again go back to its origin. Okay, so the last two lines are the poet's own words and his reflection upon the answer of the rain. Okay, so he reflects on the answer which is given by the rain. He observed that rain is similar to the song. Song or poem is creativity of the poet. So it has the power to calm, to rejuvenate and transform our souls. So in the same way, repeated evaporation, condensation purifies the rain and the entire environment gets drenched. Drenched means wet in the rain. So dust particles settle down, there is greenery all around. Okay, the poet therefore draws a parallel between, so he has drawn parallel between rain and music. Okay, so this is what in this poem. I hope you enjoyed it. So we will come to the poetic devices. Personification. The rain has been personified in this poem. So personification has been used. Then metaphor. I am the poem of the earth. This is your metaphor. Okay. And simile here. The last two lines, the poet has drawn parallel between the rain and the not simile, you can say parallel. So parallelism has been drawn, parallelism in the last two lines, you can say. Then hyperbole, bottomless sea. Is there any bottomless sea? Sea have bottom, but here some hyperbolic tone has been used by the poet. Okay, the poet described the sea as bottomless, which is an exaggerated statement. Okay, so this is all. Imagery is there. Soft falling shower is an imagery, gives the reader an image of a gentle drizzle or gentle rain falling down. If we can imagine with that soft falling shower, with this phrase we can imagine. So these are the poetic devices. I hope you like the poem and the explanation. So meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.